Hi, my name is Rick Parker, and I'm here to tell you about Rock and Roll, a rather unique Islander 36 for sale here in Southern California. At the bow, we've got a Mantis anchor, super heavy duty, custom anchor roller, Harken jib furler. Here's the anchor locker. Windlass, washdown pump, 110 feet of chain rode and another 150 of rope, 360 max. You can really anchor this in some deep water. It's got a nice snubber and a Mantis swivel there on the anchor. Ground tackle situation is super tight on this boat. There's lots of permanently installed grommets for tying down the tender on the foredeck and attaching jack lines, safety lines for when you're at sea. Spinnaker pole / whisker pole, extendable on a track system. The main has 3 reefs, all accessible from the cockpit. Life raft. This rail here is to mount extra tanks of diesel or water or whatever you like. On the other side, you've got a rack for kayak or paddle boards. As you can see, the Dodger's in really good shape. All the glass is clear. This was a custom edition, extra strong stern rail that wraps all the way around. There's the bimini, solar panels on top, all the antennas for AIS, sat phone, etc. That's interesting. Cleats for the boom preventers on both sides, permanently installed. Ritchie compass, depth and speed, wind speed and direction. And this is for the autopilot. It's got the Raymarine autopilot as well as the monitor self-steering wind vane. Here's where the propane tanks reside for the stove in the cabin as well as the barbecue. All lines lead to the cockpit. Boat's really easy to handle in heavy weather, single-handed. Double spreader mast. All the rigging was replaced. Standing rigging and the running rigging was replaced 7 years ago, with a few things upgraded since. New jib sheets. Nifty little light here. Lights up the cockpit at night. This here folds out for if you want to dine in the cockpit.
Come on aboard, John. I'm coming. Hop on.
A lot of gear here on the stern. There's a swim ladder, monitor wind vane. This thing works great in high winds, downwind, upwind. Just totally tracks. A mount for your outboard, as well as a crane for your outboard to take it on and off the tender. The stern anchor, and it's got a nice chain and rope rod. This boat is equipped with a burglar alarm. There's sensors under the deck. If anyone comes on board, when it's activated, sirens go crazy. It can be activated from inside the boat when you're sleeping in a strange port, or if you just want to leave it at the dock and know that no one's going to come on your boat. Fishing pole mount, safety life raft throw in that bag. Here's the main salon. Features 2 couches, They make nice berths. The table's real solid. Storage in the middle. It actually folds out. Chart storage underneath. Got a wine rack. And behind that's a little box. Oil lamp. Wind speed and direction indicator. Duplicate of what's at the helm. Got your clock, barometer. Library. Music fun. Typically use this here as a pantry. That's the main salon. At the stern to port, there's a quarter berth. You can actually see the Blue Sky solar charge controller for the solar panels. Panning out, you see the nav station. Got storage down below for tools. Little light so you can see what you're working with. There's the inverter. Up top, you've got stereo system, Bluetooth compatible, speakers in the cockpit and the cabin. 3 VHF radios, 2 handheld. Lots of charging for your phones, iPad, computer, etc. New electrical panel. Features a Xantrix battery monitor for the house bank. This represents the inverter. 13.6 volts right now on the house bank. The inverter is actually really big. You can power tools at sea if you chose to. Super strong. The water witch bilge counter tells you how many times either of the electric bilge pumps have been activated lately. Good to know. There's actually a third emergency bilge pump that's operated by hand in the cockpit. That's 3 bilge pumps total. Navigation light. This is the Iridium Go satellite phone system. It allows you to turn your iPhone into a sat phone so you can call anywhere in the world. It also allows you to download weather forecasts to your computer. EPIRB emergency beacon. Raymarine C80. Chart plotter, rock solid. It's got GPS, AIS, send and receive, radar, the business. This is a watch commander for night watches. This whole rig swivels so it can be viewed as you're steering, but it resides in the cabin so it stays nice and safe. Down below, battery switches for the engine battery and the house bank and an emergency connect, the AC panel, and in the corner is the breaker for the windlass. The galley features a newly upgraded 2-burner propane stove. It's got the safety alarms for the propane. Lots of storage back here. A new modern fridge, super efficient. The solar panels charge it, no problem. More storage down here. Strap for when you're cooking at sea. Sink has fresh water as well as a saltwater pump, so you can save water while washing dishes at sea. At the bow, you've got the V-berth. Nice little step to get up in. It sleeps too comfortably, very comfortably. Access to the chain locker for the anchor. Flares, couple extra vanes for the monitor wind vane, American flag so you can represent your country. Little heater for when you're at dock. Drawers down below. Those switches activate the macerator pump and the washdown pump for the anchor. More storage. That's the V-berth. Just forward of the mast to port is the head. It's got a new Jabsco pump for the toilet. Works great. Little grate for if you want to take a shower. There's a drain that goes to the bilge. There's a Y valve that allows you to send the waste from the toilet either straight out of the boat into the ocean or to the holding tank. The holding tank also has a macerator pump, so the waste can be expelled from that at sea if you choose to, or it can be pumped out through a port on the deck. Opposite the head, more storage. Closet for your foul weather gear. The engine is a Perkins 4108 diesel. It's been converted with a high-powered alternator with a serpentine belt system that allows you to charge the batteries really fast. It's got all kinds of temperature alarms, oil pressure alarms. Engine runs great, regularly serviced. More storage. Cockpit cushions. Lumar 42s for the main winches. Lumar 40 for, I use that for the jib furler primarily.